Welcome to Xenia Talks. Today I want to talk about the cost of living in Dubai. Let's start with real estate because that's what I'm specializing in. If you're a newcomer, you might be interested in the prices of rentals. How much does it cost to start living in Dubai? Now we have two options over here. First one is a long-term rental. That's when you already have your Emirates ID and your bank account. And the second option, when you don't have those, you are going to go for short-term rental. What's the difference between short and long? Short-term, you can rent on monthly basis, on daily basis, on weekly basis, up to 6 months. Now, if we talk about long-term, that's a 1-year contract with a landlord where you're providing checks that you received from your bank account, and that's are the payments for the all year long rental. I will make a separate subject on the checkbook system which we're having in Dubai because a lot of people are not familiar with that, but we'll cover it later. Today I want to talk about rental expenses. Long-term rental, because short-term it's quite clear, you can book Airbnb or you can find locally some people who is renting on a monthly basis. But if you're looking for long-term, that's a little bit different subject, and that's where you can deal with real estate company which will find for you option that you would like. What are the starting prices? Because I assume if somebody is new coming to Dubai and they would like to rent something, they don't want to spend a lot of money because maybe they don't know how long they're going to stay in Dubai. They don't know how the work will turn, because in my experience, a lot of people who came here, maybe they got disappointed, maybe they got fired from the office, maybe they didn't like their job that they've been offered here and they left. When you're signing up for a full year, you would need to break the contract, of course. This is a different story again about breaking the contract. There are different rules and regulations, but today we're talking about the cost itself. What will be the starting price for a studio apartments in Dubai? Of course, it varies area to area, but the minimum, I'm starting with minimum where you're gonna get a nice building with a security downstairs or maybe just a nice reception area. You're gonna have, usually in Dubai, there are buildings with swimming pools and gym, most probably. This is the type of buildings I'm talking about. Of course, there is a low cost, a way more than that, but you might not get any type of facilities like that in the building. So we're talking about the equipped building, normal, very comfortable for living, decent size of apartment starting from maybe 350 to 400 square feet. In square meters, we are counting 10.76, so it will be 40 square meters. The prices for that will start for a full year in the range of $10,000 or around 30 to 35,000 dirhams. That full amount can be split into several checks. That number of checks can be negotiated with the landlord depending on how he wants to rent it. Majority of the landlords, they talk from 2 to 4. 2 to 4 checks, that's what you can expect. Besides that, you will need to put a deposit. In case something happens, landlord needs to be protected. 5% deposit is that what you can expect to put for your property. And if you're dealing with real estate agency, you can expect 5% or minimum for some small apartments that take minimum 5,000 dirhams commission. You can calculate all together how much would be your first payment. Let's say first check of half of it over a year or like quarter of it, and those expenses. Once you moved into your property, you will need to get yourself registered with DIWA and with the AC companies. Those companies providing water and electricity and the AC, because AC in Dubai is very crucial and you have to definitely have that AC connection, especially in summer. That's why it's on the tenant. For you to understand, it's on the tenant unless you agree otherwise with landlord. Landlord is paying only for service charges, which is on him. Service charges, it's including everything outside the apartment, and you're paying inside the apartment. The major cost is actually refundable deposits, which you're putting around 2,000 for each water and electricity. That's refundable. Once you're moving out from the apartment, you can get it back. Now, when it comes to maybe buying a property, when you decided to buy instead of renting, why not? I mean, everybody is buying property in Dubai, even people who are not staying here. So it's a good solution for, first of all, temporary, maybe if you are not staying here for a long time, but you can stay here for maybe a year or two. Later on, you can rent it out or can resell it, which happens all the time. What are the starting prices for the same size of the apartments in Dubai? You can find property starting from 350 up to 400,000 dirhams. That makes it around $100,000. Those areas which I'm talking about, where the prices are like this, they are not obviously next to the beach or any closer to that part. Those locations are in a range of 20 to 25 minutes drive from we consider it center of Dubai, but you can't say, because at this point of time any community in Dubai has its infrastructure, so it's not like you're isolated in one tower standing in the middle of the desert. Not at all. You're going to be within the community. There will be swimming pools, gyms. You're going to have nice walking areas. Most of the developers right now, they are investing so much into infrastructure of the community. You're going to have everything around what is necessary, but maybe you would need to drive out if you're going to office, or if you want to spend time in Dubai Marina or downtown, see Burj Khalifa, all of those things. Yeah, it might take you 20 to 25 minutes to reach, which is, if you have a car, it's not a big deal, because distances in Dubai, roads are in Dubai are amazing, and the distance doesn't really make a big difference, 20-25 minutes here and there. Now let's talk about general living in Dubai. What type of income you need to receive to feel yourself more or less comfortable over here. I heard a lot of bloggers are talking about 10-15,000. To be honest, 10 to 15,000 will give you life, check to check existence, where definitely half of it will go for apartment that you're living in, quarter of it will go for the food, maybe some entertainment, and those human expenses basically, but you will not be being able to afford a totally stress-free life. All right, let's agree on that. If you're earning from 30 to 40,000 dirhams a month, then yes, you can talk about already, you can save something like for investment, you can travel freely, you can enjoy beautiful going out, you can spend great time shopping. So basically, this is the range. If you put this whole amount in dollars, we talk about like maybe $5,000. This is the basic living, and $10,000 a month. This is a great living. So and it's very manageable. And I'm talking about very comfortable lifestyle. I'm talking about style which you see on Instagram, where people really feel great to spend time anywhere outside. They don't really think much when they're paying for something. If you have any questions about specific directions of where and how much things are costing in Dubai, some people may be interested in medical. There is a medical insurance for those who acquire this type of things. Maybe some people are interested about education because they bring the kids along with them. Yes, these are the different topics, and if you like, I can cover them as well. I can have a separate video about that, but comment below whatever you think is interesting for you to know. I'll be happy to give you a bit of insight in those specific ones. Have an amazing day and stay tuned for more interesting videos about Dubai.